Alright, I hope everyone feels safe. What? To
Yes,
build
you
a
have to
positive
help everyone
chat.
feel safe.
Whatever. Okay. Everybody feel safe? Good. Alright. Let's try to wait just a couple minutes until everybody gets on here. Everybody, we're putting it on, we're getting the computer going. It's got a lag on it, but we're going to get that going and try to get a couple people on here, and then we'll hit the news and
Hit the news.
all the other stuff that goes along with it. It's weird to see yourself back in time. Look from here over to there, and you see what you did like 5 seconds ago. It'll throw you off. And you like catch yourself looking at yourself back in time.
There's one person watching. That's me.
That's you.
Trying to figure out how to get comments up.
You're watching it on the Facebook?
Yeah. Like now I'm off.
Are you able to bring up the Facebook and the YouTube at the same time? Could you?
I am one woman.
If somebody puts a comment on YouTube, we won't see it. I told him to go. I was gonna go live on Facebook, but we'll do both. We got one person on YouTube and a thumbs up. Look at that.
Hey.
Welcome. All right, so is it officially 8 o'clock yet? Nope. All right, so we're supposed to start at 8 o'clock. So whomever I got watching on YouTube, welcome. But we're gonna give them a couple minutes for people to get on. We got another person on Facebook. What'd you say, honey?
I need your login to get into.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know if y'all are like me, but I can't. I got too many logins. I can't remember any of them. So I have a cheat sheet on my phone. I can go find the logins that I need to. But stop watching videos.
I'm not. I'm trying to figure out.
She's supposed to be watching us, and here she is watching somebody else. How you like that?
Don't pay any attention to him.
That's the whole purpose of the video. Pay attention to me. Alright. Pull her up, honey.
I'm trying.
You see how softly she talks on the
Hey,
video.
Grayson. How are you? Quit talking about yourself.
She talks all soft and nice on the video, but you should see it behind the cameras. The reason I got these circles in my eyes.
It could be true.
Alright, so it is
Grayson
now
is
officially 8 o'clock. And so this is the giveaway, if you're not aware of what this is. So this is our giveaway for those who commented and liked on the Frogging on Fork video that I did. Excuse me. So, by the way, if you're in the Chattanooga area, you need to visit the Seafood King. Is that his name?
It's Seafood King Gene
Seafood
over on
King.
Wilcox Boulevard
Good
in
night.
Chattanooga. It is.
It's a little rinky-dink place that you order out of, and it brings you to your car. But man, I got
Oh, sorry.
So we were celebrating Ray's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. Should be 25 tomorrow.
It's 47. It's fine.
I don't want another black eye. Anyway, so we went over there and we got some, what they call it, naked crab. It's just a lump crab on, without the shell. You can get crab legs too, but and I got the ribeye. And I'm telling you, this ribeye was like this, and it was like this thick, and it was a good price and really good. So,
he's got some amazing stuff. I mean,
not only that, but all the stuff that comes with it, the potatoes. And I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say this stuff right now. I'm just letting you know. If you're ever over there, you need to look at that place. That place is legit. But anyway, so I don't know what got me off on that tangent there.
I'm still full.
He also makes this like lemonade stuff.
So he has different types of lemonade that have actual fresh fruit and everything in it.
Get your insulin pen ready or whatever.
Because I crashed hard.
It's sugary. But anyway, all right. So this video is for the giveaway. Anybody who commented and liked on that video I dropped on Tuesday, the Frogging on Fork If you did that, then you automatically entered into this, and I put your name into an automatic generator, and somebody's gonna win, and I'll get a hold of you. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours, message me, and then get in contact with me, and then you can tell me what you want, and you can pick any of our lures. So any lure, any color. Now, if we're sold out for the time period, you might have to wait until that gets back in stock. But you can still order it if you want to, or ask for it. I'm gonna put this seat down there again. I'll let that drop. Anyway, so that video, that trip was awesome. If you're ever down in that way and you have a chance, I know James Niggemeyer stays pretty well busy with his tournament schedule and guiding, but he was a lot of fun to fish with. Super nice guy, good Christian guy, and we had a great time. We caught a lot of good fish. Lake Fork is a strange lake. Like it's one of those that you just kind of cover water until you find fish, or you find a group of fish, and then you can catch a bunch, and then once they're done, you kind of have to just move. It's not really, it's strange because it's not like a lake that patterns well like Chickamauga or Gunnersville, that if you do something in this area of the lake, you can probably repeat it somewhere else. It doesn't seem to work that way. It's a weird lake like that, but we obviously had good success, and he knew where to find them and what to do. Day 2, which I didn't put at all in the video, day 1 was the video, so eventually I'm going to drop day 2. And we actually tried to do a little bit something different. We did throw a frog. Obviously we got bit, and we tried other techniques to catch them. And the funny thing is, we tried a bunch of stuff, even like a Nico rigs and stuff like that, and we did catch some fish on them. But that frog still came through and caught our better fish. Anyway, but I'll drop that video in some later date.
David Schultz is here.
Hey,
Ben
David.
Thompson, you know it.
What's up,
I
Ben?
am the boss. He said, I believe we know who the boss is. Bill Laker is here. He says, happy birthday.
What's up, Bill?
Ben Thompson, he said, you didn't dodge that frog, did you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, it makes for a boring video if I'm in the back of the boat and the camera can't, I have to turn the camera and you just basically see this side of my face. It's kind of like this image right here, So obviously I try to avoid that. But so I stand in the front of the boat with whomever I'm with, if it's not my boat. But the risk is when somebody sets a hook, especially when you're frogging, you have to worry about that frog coming. So I know that's a high likelihood when I'm up in the front with somebody. So I kind of keep a eye on what's going on, and if I hear a fish swirl, I'm paying attention, because you never know when you gotta get all Neo and dodge some bullets.
Gary Phillips is here.
What's up, Gary? But anyway, so one thing I did want to say. So when I was editing, if you'll notice that front portion where we're riding on the boat and it does all that cool editing stuff. So I use some editing software on Insta360, and that's the camera that I use for that. That's how I got some of those other shots of the bass eating the frog too. So it's a pretty cool camera. Has some pretty cool functions. One of those functions is an editing feature where you can use AI and it puts music on there. And unfortunately, this kind of makes me frustrated with Insta360, but they had some music that was copyrighted, and it was a generic song that they put on to the video, but then when I uploaded it onto YouTube, they restricted the video. So if you'll notice that we didn't get many views on it, and it's restricted. YouTube has restricted pushing the content out to others. So what I've done is I've taken that same video, I took off that music, and I put in other music. That's all I've done to it. So I'm gonna re-drop that. Okay, so what I need from y'all, I need you to do me a solid here, and when I drop that, go ahead and watch that, and like and comment. We'll do another giveaway on that one too, so there'll be another chance for everybody here. So when I drop that, it's going to be the same video, but do me a solid and watch it. I don't care if you even just turn it on and put it back. I'm sorry, put it back behind you or whatever. It doesn't matter
It's
to
called
me.
mute.
Yeah, put it
I
on
use
mute.
it
She
all.
does it all the time. But what it will do is, um, it that's something also that the algorithm, so the YouTube algorithm, what it wants is good viewer retention. So if you're gonna watch the video, watch a decent portion of the video, because that tells YouTube that people like it. Comments, so interaction is a big deal. That's why I ask you to comment. Likes, obviously, if you put a thumbs up, then tells YouTube that you like this video, etc. So those things are important for that algorithm to then say, hey, people like this video, let's show it to other people. Um, so when I drop that video, it'll have the same thumbnail. It'll have, maybe I should change the thumbnail.
Maybe.
Anyway, so when I drop that, do me a solid, like, comment, watch a bit of it, and we'll go another round of this, and we'll do this next Friday. I'll give you somebody else another lure. So anyway, okay, so that's all done with. Keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to drop a new video probably on Tuesday, and that's actually going to be from our trip on the Susquehanna. So I got a chance to go up to Pennsylvania to visit my family. If y'all don't know, I'm actually originally from Pennsylvania. That's where I kidnapped her from too. So, but anyway, I got a chance to get out on the Susquehanna, and we caught a bunch. We caught a bunch of big smallmouth, and the biggest ones seemed to want that snatch and shad, which was really cool. I fished it really strange way, but it worked, and obviously the proof's in the pudding. I actually fished it on 65-pound braid. I took my frogging rod, put it on 65-pound braid, and then put a splice of 20-pound fluorocarbon. So that way, because the Susquehanna is a really shallow lake or a shallow river, and you have lots of really strong eddies and strong current. But you have boulders and those type of things. And those smallmouth we tucked right in behind there. So what I did was I pitched that snatch and shad into those eddies and then just yo-yoed it and let it drop. And those big ones smoked it. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, that's coming up. Probably shouldn't have told you all that, so then now you're not going to watch the video. But I'm just kidding. Hopefully I'm not kidding, dog. Okay.
What's new?
What's new? You're trying to keep me going? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. Keeping you, gotta keep you on task.
All right, I have a little bit of ADD. So. All right, so what's new? We have some. If you guys are familiar, here's one of the new colors of this year. This is the bone color. This is the
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. That's what it's called.
Salt and pepper.
So if you can't tell, it's kind of got like a translucent belly. Okay, it's pretty cool. Anyway, because what happens is like that light is sitting on the surface of the water. That light comes down, hits the white, and it actually glows on the surface from the fish's viewpoint. So pretty cool. Anyway, salt and pepper, bone, and then of course we have the killer gill. Right now, these sold so well, and they were in high demand that we sold out of them, and we only had them I think in stock for like 4 months, and that was
Not even that.
yeah, and that was over 200 pieces of each color that were sold. Actually, the killer gill, we had over 300 pieces that were sold. So all three of these sold really well. You really liked them. So what we did was we went and got some made of in the.
Ripple.
I'm gonna get there.
Oh, okay.
So
You looked at me like you needed an answer.
So we already had all three of them made in the wave, okay? But we only had the salt and pepper and the bone in the loudmouth edition. So we went ahead and got killer gill in the loudmouth edition, and we didn't have any of them in the ripple frog. So we went ahead and got ripple frog in all three colors. So those are coming. They should be here and ready. Probably 10 to 15 days. But keep an eye out for that because they are going to go quick. I can almost guarantee you. So make sure that you're checking in with us from time to time. We'll announce when they're in and ready, and you can get them. Now, we're probably, I guess, the Tackle Warehouse will have them.
I'm assuming they will. Right
Working
now,
on that.
Tackle Warehouse is the only place that I know of that has
Bone.
bone wave and bone loudmouth.
Yeah, so they actually, I guess back in May, bought a bunch. So they probably still have some in stock yet. We don't have any, but
They are online. That is the only place, though. I mean, check with your local tackle store first.
Yeah.
See if they have some.
Yeah. All these cases, we really want you to check with your local tackle stores first. Check with them first, and if they don't carry us or they don't have what you need, then by all means go to Tackle Warehouse. But we definitely want our local tackle stores to be supported. They're such a wealth of information and help you out so much. I know Talking Tackle down here, and they're so good.
All of our stores are fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, and
Um,
was it Chickamauga
Chickamauga,
Bait and
Apple.
Tackle? They got a new owner. And if you haven't been in Jeff, if you haven't been in that store, you need to, because they've really done some good things over there. They got a bunch of stuff in there and some stuff that you can't find in other places around here. So definitely a place worth checking out.
David said a car went in the river today where you and I was catfishing that day.
Oh, really?
Went off the bridge.
Yikes! I wonder if that's that ambulance that we saw.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully they're all right. So keep an eye out for those frogs. They'll be out soon.
About 2 weeks, maybe?
2 weeks. The hoodie that we got going, that one should be, hopefully that will be here next week at some point. Maybe a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be too much longer. As soon as that comes in, we'll put it on the Square site, and that way you can order the size that you want. And
I'll have him model it for you.
okay. Anyway, so we'll have that sun hoodie. Remember, that's like a thin material. It's like that dry fit material. So we'll have those ready. And so if you get on, they'll be $35. So I told you they're going to be between $35 and $45. So we decided to keep them as cheap as possible, and so we're foregoing our profit margin on there, and we're just because we want you guys to get them and help us get the word out and that kind of thing. So make sure that you get on there, get the size that you want, blah blah blah. And if you spend $100 on the Square site, then we'll give you free shipping. So if you get a couple of those, you buy some frogs, you buy some snatch and shad, Jonah's, whatever.
Oh.
And what?
Gary said person in that crash died.
That's terrible. Well, keep those families in your prayers for sure. Yeah, we'll. That sucks anytime you hear something like that.
Yeah. No.
Pay attention on the road, guys. So anyway, all right. So on the website, when you do buy that shirt, yeah, like I said, if you buy up to $100 plus, and we can waive the shipping and we can get those to you. Okay, so frogs, shirt, video. What else was there to talk about? Oh, if you're not familiar with our wave frog, here's the size difference here. Okay.
Do you want to grab a tsunami frog?
We're just getting some waves or some
Okay.
ripples in. But anyway, so here's the size difference. Okay. So this ripple frog I designed so you can still throw it on heavy tackle. Okay. It's a little guy, but it's got some great hooks. They're a bit thinner, so they're obviously these are nice beefy hooks. They're not gonna bend out on you. These are a little bit smaller. Okay. So you do have to keep an eye on them. It's not they're still good hooks, and you get good penetration with them. But like I said, we had to make sure that we kept this light enough that it would stay afloat, yet big enough hooks so you can get a good hook in them and still be able to cast it. So I actually fished mine on heavy gear, 7.5 foot gear that is with 65 pound braid. So yeah, here's the 3 sizes. If you're not aware. There you go. Your ripple, your wave, tsunami. Now right now, this tsunami is a deal on places like Gunnersville.
Oh yeah, Noah Gibson was. He didn't say what he was catching them on,
I
but
thought it looked like that killer gill.
yeah, it looked like the killer gill, I guess.
So
And
Noah
the
Gibson, him and his buddy were fishing on Gunnersville just today, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he caught like a 7 and
pounder.
7 something on old killer gill. 7 and some 4s, and had apparently a really good day on Gunnersville. So they are eating the frog on Gunnersville, and different places there. I know places on Wattsboro. I've gotten some pictures, and I think North Carolina, we got some pictures from them from over that way.
I think from Arizona lately.
Georgia, yeah. I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Colin over in Arizona, he's catching them constantly over there. That frog it's prime time. I typically like to go. It's funny because I like to throw the ripple frog early in the season, and then I graduate and I move up to size with the wave frog or the loudmouth edition. This one I actually throw with the ripple. I like to have both of these tied on, but once it gets a little bit later into May, end of April, I like to throw the wave frog, the standard size, and then in July and August I go to that big one, and I'll use this one into November, and then not November, into September. I use the big one into September, and then I start to transition back to this one, to the smaller or the standard size, and then by the end or in November, I'm back down to this little guy again. And I'll fish it real slow once it gets cold, and I've fished it even into December and still catch them with it. So it seems like you throw it just slow it down, you downgrade of that size, and it seems to do the trick. So, all right, if we don't have any questions, feel free to ask a question, and we can answer those questions real quick. Otherwise,
David said I bet they would work great at Skull Island. A lot of the big bass there are landlocked during the hotter months.
huh? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You need to get some, throw them over there, get some pictures, and we'll be able to see. We can verify that claim. I'd like to see it. I think though, you may be onto something. You're usually on it. You usually have pretty good advice when it comes to that kind of thing. But okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, we're gonna go ahead. What time is it? We've only been on here 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been talking a long time. Of course, you've been hurrying me up too.
Sometimes you're hard to wrangle in.
Sorry. You guys like our map back here? So we got a bunch of all the tackle storage that
You may want to check for some in the back of my head, because every time I lean back, it gets stuck on some pins. Make sure I haven't pulled any stores out.
Yeah, don't put my stores out now. Yeah, so I put a pin in with the different stores around the country. So we're getting a lot of we had to move this from upstairs, so I got a lot more to put on there, but definitely filling up the map. Pretty cool. All right. So you want to go ahead, you guys can, if you have any questions, go ahead and put those. We're going to go ahead and draw, I think. And then, if there's questions, I can hang out a little bit and answer those questions. Go ahead and get the Wheel of Victor in.
Wheel of Victor.
You got everybody entered?
I got everybody entered.
No, we'll bring it over. Calendar.
Thought you came from the north.
I've been southernized. I've been down here for 25 years. All right. All right, here's the wheel. I hit this thing, right?
You just go to the middle.
What?
Yeah, click it in the middle. You gotta move the mouse.
Where's
You
the
gotta
mouse?
put the mouse in the middle of
That's what I was kind of asking for direction, honey.
I'm giving it to you.
All right, here we go. Who's it gonna be? What does it say? Amanda Rogers. All right. Well, there you go, Amanda. I will get with you, and you will just think about what you want, frog wise, or snatch and shad, or Jonah. So congratulations, and I'll get with you, and you can pick what you want. So cool deal. All right. Do we have any questions at all? Any questions about upcoming videos? I did get it. So in June, I went down. I fished Lake Caddo. I fished Fork. We fished a couple other little lakes. We got some good footage on Caddo. I'm working on editing that. I got a lot of stuff that I'm editing, and unfortunately that means I haven't been out on the water since, other than the Susquehanna trip. But we got a lot of good footage, and I can't wait to get out there. It's an amazing trip, and I'm hopefully we can do that again.
And I'm jealous.
Yeah, you should be.
Left back behind.
Take care of the homestead.
Yeah.
It's a poor thing. Poor thing. No, but I did get to do some awesome trips. Caddo and Fork have been on my bucket list for a long time, and I finally got it out there. So I'm hoping in the next year or so that we can do some other lakes and get some more footage. But I've noticed that y'all seem to really like those lake breakdowns that I've done. The ones where I do the satellite footage or images, and then show you exactly where I'm at, what I'm throwing, and that's cool. I like doing those for the simple fact. Excuse me. I like to explore. I like to challenge myself and try to figure out how to get it done. You know, places like the Hawaii Island and everything. I've fished the outskirts of them, but I never really got in there, and that was really cool to do and just try to figure them out. And that's ultimately where I found my fish. The places that I'd fished in the past didn't really pan out. So
Hoodies next week or 2 weeks?
I'm thinking hoodies probably next week. I'm hoping next week. But you know, it could be a bit longer. You know, hopefully
in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks for sure. And we'll I'll let you guys know as soon as they're available. And you know, we'll have them on the square. You know, in the meantime, we'll get it ready for then. So when we get them in stock, then we can just go ahead and start selling. So make sure you get on there. From the sounds of it, there's a lot of interest, and you know, so they may go pretty quick. So make sure you get on there and get what you want, and then of course I'll just take that money and put it back into getting more hoodies and more merch and that kind of stuff, and that way we can just kind of spread that out a little bit and give more work for this beautiful lady right here.
Can I at least get one with my name on it?
We'll talk about it. Anyway, all right, so if there are no more questions, I appreciate you guys' support. It really means a lot. Obviously, none of this would be possible without you guys. So, you know, I'll start with a little bit of YouTube channel and you know, helping people, trying to help people catch some fish. And next thing you know, we got a little lure company going on, and it's really taken off, and you guys have been instrumental in that, and I really appreciate it. These hoodies will help get the word out a little bit, maybe start some conversations. You know, we definitely enjoy your pictures. What we'll try to do a little bit more is, you know, those that send us pictures, you know, we'll try to post a picture, you know, nearly every day or every other day on Copper Red Baits Facebook page. We just put that up there, that way if somebody gets on there, they can see everybody that's caught fish and everything.
And don't forget, you can ask questions about fishing. I mean, we were on the phone last night with some friends, but you know, you got a kid that needs some questions answered, or yourself need answered.
Yeah.
Just ask. We're here to help.
What really helps us in that situation is, you know, especially if you're watching a video, you know, go to the YouTube channel, look up, you know, whatever topic. You know, say you're wanting to learn how to punch or throw a frog, put it in the search bar, right? And then all the videos that I've done doing those things will show up. You can watch those, and then if you leave a comment in those videos, I see it usually within 12 hours. So I can usually get back to you within 24. So if you put the comment in there, then I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can really answer it better that way. So utilize that. Um,
It doesn't always stem from a video either, too, and so you understand that as well.
yeah, yeah.
So,
And you know, you can
all
always message them
questions.
too.
Yeah.
But all right. So I appreciate you guys. Remember, I will be redropping the Frogging on Fork video because YouTube restricted it because of the song choice. I didn't really choose, but the song that's in it. So I took out that song, put in another one. I'm gonna drop it again. So I might just put, you know, Frogging on Fork reboot. You know, that way you know. So that way, get on there, comment again, like again, watch it for a little while. You know, and that way we can get the algorithm to really push it out there, so that way people can see what Copper Red Baits is capable of, because we really do have a great product. At least I believe so. That's probably why it's so easy for me to sell them to stores, because I believe in it. I really do. So I wouldn't throw it if I didn't believe in it. I'm not gonna throw junk. So anyway, appreciate you guys. We're gonna get off here and look us up. Keep your eyes out for that video for the new frogs coming in and for those shirts. All right. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, tight lines. Bye bye. Finish. How do you do this one? Bye bye.
You ask every time.
Well, it doesn't give me a thing.